Today we'll be looking at a 9th generation Honda Civic Si. Don't forget to check the video description. I'll have links to everything that I'm using, and if you want to go to different sections of the tune-up, you can click on the links in there as well. Throttle body cleaned and gasket replaced. So here's the air intake. We're going to take it off. There's 2 steel braces on either end. Just use a Phillips screwdriver to unscrew it, and then you're going to pull it off in a left to right motion. And it should be fairly easy to unscrew these. They should not be on there super tight. The general idea behind the braces is just to reduce friction of the air intake. And what you're going to do is just, again, pull in sort of back and forth motion, remove the air intake, and push it down and out of the way. We don't want to disconnect anything additionally. So we're going to use a Tecton again, and we're going to use an extender with a 10mm socket. And we're going to loosen this bolt that keeps the throttle body in place. So we're going to use a 12mm, and those are the 4 bolts that you're going to want to loosen. The extender makes it so much easier to do. I'm only going to show you 1 bolt, but do all 4. Now the throttle body can be gently removed, and you'll see the orange gasket on the inside. We're trying not to disconnect anything additional from the throttle body. It just makes this process easier of cleaning. So you're just going to pull that gasket right off. And here we have a new gasket. There's the part. Now before we do anything else, we're going to clean it with throttle body cleaner. Use the Blue Shop towel first to get the really bad stuff off, and then switch to microfiber towel to really get it as clean as possible. Now ideally you could just spray this and leave it overnight, but we don't want to disconnect this from the vehicle. So we're going to do our best to get this as clean as possible while keeping it attached. Don't forget to push that down so you can get behind in every crevice and every corner with your microfiber towel and your throttle body cleaner. Now we're going to put the new gasket on, and it's really just a matter of fitting it. There's only one way to fit it in, and push it down. Once it's nice and seated, we're going to put our throttle body back on very gently. Now you see you're going to have to finger tighten these bolts, and once they're finger tight enough, then you're going to use your extender. So you're going to use your torque wrench to tighten these, and we'll have the specs for you. Make sure you do all 4 and get them all the way there clicked as they should be. Finally, we're going to do that 10mm bolt that just keeps the throttle body in place. And you have cleaned your throttle body and replaced the gasket. Battery clean and throttle relearn procedure. So when we clean the throttle body, we have to do a relearn procedure, which is basically just taking the negative cable off of the battery for 15 minutes. While we're doing that, we'll just take some dielectric grease and spread it over the connectors. It's always good to clean this every once in a while. And then we simply tighten the positive and then the negative back on the battery, and you should have initiated the relearn procedure.